Street. No, it's amazing.
All
Oh,
right.
gotcha. It's fine.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are just about to get started. We got a few minutes out of launch for our event. Doing a 4v4 capital ship fleet battle. Should be pretty awesome. Northfield versus Shadow Moses, one of the, if not the premier PvP groups in the verse organization. So should be a fun battle. Should be a good time. Ultimately, the goal for both sides is learning how to better engage capital ships with capital ships. There are no fighters in this, so it should be, yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be good. So let me turn on the comms and we'll get underway.
And we're 2 in queue for the hangar.
Gato needs some assistance. He is out in space.
I got it.
Okay.
No. Yeah,
I might have gone the wrong. I think I went the wrong way. So
Wait, where you got though?
In space, and my forward thrust on my EVA does not function properly.
I'll come get you in a minute here.
Yep.
Alright, board.
Do we have a fleet rendezvous point here in Pyro?
Right outside Obituary.
Okay.
Tamaki and
Could you- I'd like you in
are
this one here.
posted up.
Thank you, Wookie.
All right, I'm coming to get you, Gato. 300 clicks off, I can see.
Don't think I've ever had my EVA thrusters not function.
I'd yell at your mechanic.
See if I can't hungry hippo you.
I do have a tractor beam, so if you get close enough, I can hopefully tractor in.
Are they removing thruster packs from some numbers or something?
All right, can you get in, or do you need me to? Oh, you're moving further away somehow.
Yeah, you're going further.
Oh, weird.
Do I need to jump back in my cutlass and grab them? That'd be easier.
Ouch.
You okay?
No,
What is going on?
I am at Pyro Stanton jump point.
Did it kill you?
Yep. You hit me with the main gun. You pierced me with the main gun.
I didn't shoot it though.
No, you just
Which
hit me
side are you on?
directly with it.
I can go get you real quick. How much time do we have?
1 minute.
Ugh. If we delay 10 minutes, is that gonna be a problem to go get him?
They're not delaying.
We need.
You want me to ask?
Yeah, ask for 5 minutes. I won't take 10.
All right, turning to come get you.
Shields offline.
Brawley.
Yep.
Initiated. Quantum travel.
That's fast.
I had it, but I never actually used it.
That's fine.
All right, we have 5 minutes.
We're taking off.
Zombie artillery.
On the way, Gato. If you can go somewhere EVA, we'll try this again a little bit more safely. Or if you got a small ship, you can just land on it.
Yeah, I'll take a small ship and just land in.
Gopher, do you have SRS set up?
Negative.
Cool.
Initiated.
Brawley, I'm gonna send you.
Has it changed since the last one we had?
Depends.
Do you have it with Wookiee server?
I don't know. I thought it was Wookiees that set it up. Let me get out here to the rest of the fleet and
4 minutes.
Old school is back.
If anything, we can just have Wookiee jump straight from Stanton and try to just meet him.
They are at the site.
We We are en route to the gateway. It was a 3-minute jump according to this. That was about 45 seconds ago.
How are we splitting up the comms?
Ship to ship.
I mean, the only people that really should need to talk are the pilots, and then the pilots to the gunners. Gunners just kind of keep quiet unless there's an emergency.
2 minutes.
Gunners, mute your mics.
Download that, extract it probably. Use the NF comms, reset your name. You should be good from there.
God, are you in something small so I can just open this up, get you in, turn around, and go?
Stay firm.
Roger.
One minute.
Copy. Turning to prep.
Who do I warp to when I'm here?
The
Just any
closest
input.
location to the sun.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be PYAM is the first 4.
All right.
Quantum travel complete.
Are we good to go?
Just mysteriously dropped us out before we could get to the station for some reason. So we're cooling down, then we got to get to Gatto, pick them up, and then head there. We're probably another 5 minutes out.
They're
We're
going
getting
in about
Star
30 seconds. So.
Yeah, we're getting Star Citizen today.
Well, they can start. There's nothing for them to shoot until we show up. So.
And I just crashed the desktop, so I'll be right back.
Shields up. Shields offline.
The party doesn't start until we get there.
Fortunately, yes.
Only reason the showing up at the same time thing matters is positions around the asteroids. So when we jump, be ready for fire hitting us as soon as we get out.
They don't necessarily know where we're jumping from. We could dogleg it.
All right, Gatto, we're back on the move. 1 second.
The
yeah.
SRS client radio is not opening for me.
You'll have to extract everything.
You
I've
installed
done
the
that.
package, Raleigh?
I can't get to the new package. It's need to access you need access, request access. I have the other one installed, but it won't
I
load.
just gave you access.
Okay.
You should have access.
All right, I am back.
Is Gatho received?
Gatto is, we just came in. I'm opening the hangar doors for Gatto now. While he lands,
Does 7 clicks out?
going to get everything plotted real quick.
Do we want to both jump to Rab Bravo and then jump to...
No, I think at this point we just head to there.
Roger.
We're a little bit late anyways.
Yeah, wow.
All right, I'm gonna turn and pull
Showing up
minutes so
without
we're
a
ready.
Mitras is going to be really rough. Not a good start.
I can just tell you guys when I'm getting close to the point.
Got those on board. Let us
Power
know
jump
about
is
18
yeah.
out.
Invalid target. I can't even target. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Gato is safely landed.
Come on, Star Citizen. Route me in. Path.
Okay, I'm gonna split us into channels.
Okay.
3 minutes on this extension.
Actually, it's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, where do you want me to go?
Just go Wolf.
Okay.
Take your team. Anybody on Tamaki, go to Wolf.
Yep, Tamaki's team is in Wolf.
Anybody with Brawley, go to Grizzly. Anybody with Wookiee, head to Lynx.
Copy.
Everybody else stay here.
This is the way.
Oh, Star Citizen's fighting me hard.
Full school on comm links.
Yep.
Cannot seem to route any location.
Hey, Eggs. How's it going? Good evening. You still at I guess you're probably back from the bar citizen now, hey? Okay, I got you. Nice.
Really, really rough.
Sounds like it was a good show as always. Maybe get out of the pilot seat back in, or
Initiated.
I got the forward to see if while we're en route in this is the right direction. I'm gonna see if while we're heading in the direction if we can.
Quantum travel complete.
Ah, drop this out again for some reason. I don't know why.
nice.
Alright, I'm getting
Very
other
cool.
stuff showing up now though, so this is good.
Initiated.
Comms check, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Good copy.
We are en route to PYAM exchange 01, 55 gigameters out.
I'm glad it was awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's nice. That
Remember,
they
when we get there,
hand
that's
out
the
a few
battlefield.
things.
Roger.
Copy.
This says 3 minutes, 37 seconds. Twidget, I think you're on the ballistic up here, so if you do run out, you can run up the bridge down the other side and get in the identical turret. There's also some remote turrets just behind the bridge here.
Okay. I've not been on the Idris before, so I'll find my way.
If you head out of that door where you're at and go straight up, the stairs that head up, you'll be in the bridge, and then as soon as you come up those stairs to your immediate right are some stations you can sit at. Either of those are the remote turrets.
Okay. I'm not sure that I am a ballistic.
Oh, okay. Either way.
I'm showing 96 shots, so I'm hoping I have more than that if I'm ballistic. All right, I guess we're officially underway, guys.
There we go.
And just so we're aware, they're very happy to share their video footage if you need it.
All right, we are almost there, folks. Get ready.
Sounds good. I'll post mine to YouTube, so if they want to see our perspective as well.
Yeah, just quick reminder, Gladius, don't shoot. Dobbs, don't shoot.
Okay.
Yeah. The only things we're really aiming for is the capital ships. So.
Quantum travel
Yeah.
complete.
Oh, that's right. Whoa.
All right.
All right, I got Idris contact.
Yeah. We got contact. That'd be starboard side.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm gonna work to get closer to the rest of the battle
yeah.
here.
So Wookie, you're gonna call out our targets for us?
I'm gonna attempt to.
Okay.
This is really bright and distracting, though.
I got with 2 targets. It's an Idris. 18.9 kilometers.
Yep. Let's get closer to our guys first.
Contact. Shields online.
Switching the shields. Weapons should be active.
Yeah. It looks like they are headed towards us. They got.
HH9597.
What is this here?
HHUW.
So at the moment they have both their Idrises kind of right beside each other.
Yeah, Brawley's not here yet.
Okay.
They got target lock. Well, they got some sort of lock on me.
HHUW 12 clicks out.
Yep.
I see. What's this? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, they're kind of stationing around those asteroids there. 12 clicks. They're just closing just ever so slightly. Right, it's us.
Pretty sure we're primary at this point based on what I'm hearing in my headset.
Yeah. Or different missile locks.
Is Brawley coming?
Yeah, I saw them. Let's see, where's this? 4 gigameters behind closing.
All right.
They're bunched up pretty
10 clicks.
tight.
They're moving away.
All right, new target's going to be QM 5465IX Polaris.
Copy.
Locked.
Locked. $13.5.
They only see 3 of us. They're wondering if we're ready. But
All part of our grand strategy.
You sound sinister, Twigget.
he's like, "Are you guys ready?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we're ready."
All right, they are 15,000 and closing. 5, 4, 3, 100,000, and they are here. 11 clicks behind us.
They got a pretty tight formation.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring us a little closer.
$11 clicks. 10.9. 10.8.
Nine clicks and closing.
Correct. Are we live? Are we all weapons free at this point?
Yes.
Roger
The
that.
second we got here.
Target is still QM.
QM, correct?
Copy.
I see the thrusters of the Gladius out there.
7 clicks.
Yep, they're close. Alright, moving in, guys.
Alrighty, boys. Godspeed.
Yeah, fire.
Hits.
it stops shooting.
Yeah. I get like 2 shots and then it stops and reloads.
Stop at about 10.
Did we destroy that? I can't see.
Is he down?
He's down.
No, he's
down.
still, no, he's still moving. I got him. It was chaff. Continue fire.
Probably gonna shoot.
They might have got you at the same thing they got me, Vanku.
Yeah. Okay. Find a new turret.
Yep.
Wasn't any rules about it.
Nobody read the rules to me.
There are no rules.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Assist Cal.
Reloading.
Alright, boys. We're gonna do something a little stupid.
Do it.
See that edge just right in front of us shooting Cal?
Yep.
I'm gonna get this thing as fast as it goes, so hold on. You're dodging.
Reloading.
Alright, target's dead ahead of us. BE5194AF. It's a bit of a strawberry. It's trading fire with our other Idris. Let's pour some fire into it. Or wait, that is a friendly ship. That is Cal's ship.
NV.
Trying to go as close as we can to that Polaris. We're gonna ram it.
Friendly target. Shields under fire.
The turret went down, and all of a sudden got a lot more shots.
I just powered up your weapons more since we weren't taking any shield shots.
Yeah. I like it.
Target lock on us, so someone's paying attention.
Good hits.
Ammo low. Shields under fire. Shields under fire. Ammo low.
Yeah, I'm running low. It's ballistics.
Ammo depleted. Ammo depleted.
Hey, swapping turrets again.
All the remote turrets behind the bridge, plenty of
Yeah.
shots.
That's right.
Loading.
All of our shields were out. Oh,
Whoa!
okay. Just lost engines. Sorry. Lost an engine on the right side. We're still good though. It rings a little sluggish. More power shields. They're focusing us at this point though.
Bring it.
Good hits, good hits.
We lost both our engines at this point, so we're
Copy that. Distortion scattergun.
Yeah, they got distortion too.
They're shooting at us.
yeah, we're not doing anything to this. Hilarious. We're pouring fire into it, but it's still fine.
This is awesome.
Just lost another. It said engine destroyed. I didn't realize we had more to
How
lose.
many more do we have? I thought that was it.
We're just a little bit more streamlined. That's it. Don't worry.
Reloading.
Distortions
distorted.
Yeah, I was gonna say distortions are adding up on my screen.
I'm getting distorted, but I'm
We'll be
still
down
in
here
it.
in a bit.
I'm still in it. Oh,
I just dropped a bunch of chaff trying to get them off. would love to have my front weapon back. They took that out early.
Yeah.
We're just gonna YOLO and try to ram this guy. Let it.
Reloading.
Let it. They're focusing on somebody else now. Not us.
Still getting distortion shots at me from the Polaris.
Yeah, there's somebody up there. Oh, shields are... there we go. Now they're all firing at us.
Loading.
Make sure everybody's firing at the players in front of us. I feel like we're still on fire.
Another one. Whoa! Almost.
I tried.
Almost.
Come on, baby. Trying to get you guys up. Alright, we got a dead on rear to this guy.
Got him.
He's trying to get out of range. Yeah,
Reloading.
he's succeeding.
Got this Polaris
We
right
are-
behind us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back towards Draken and Tamaki. We're gonna ignore this fight and take our little broken hole. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump into nav mode and see if we can't gain a little bit of speed and zoom out towards you guys, because our rear shields are down already, so who cares? Are they fighting anybody out here, or are they all just dead?
There's a
Behind
Polaris following us.
What's Draken doing? Alright, who is shooting at now? I see him shooting at somebody. Yeah, none of their ships are like damaged at all.
We're losing pieces as we fly around here.
That's fine. Oh, we're already a dead man walking. If we can catch one of these off guard and ram them, that might help more. Directly ahead of us.
On our tail.
They got hidden engines knocked off too.
You got missiles or torps or something odd going on here.
Surprised no one's torqued this yet, to be honest. Or maybe they have and I just haven't noticed. QM, IX, Polaris in front of us, focus.
Yep.
Can't even close this.
That's on true. Building.
Depleted.
Somebody gets blue. Some blue. Some blue.
anybody
Loading.
set up firing at the primary target?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, somebody tried firing some torps. Alright, they're keeping range. We can't fire it. FQLG Idris right in front of us. Please change primary.
FG.
You're dead ahead of us.
FG. Copy.
I can't
FQ.
get in range. Oh, I was gonna ram them and then we get some decent.
Yep.
They
Below us. FG. There he is.
directly ahead of us right now.
That's a good angle. That's a good angle.
There we go. Come on, buddy.
Shields under fire.
Come on, buddy.
Contact.
Didn't like that.
Aegis combat assist.
Got a good angle. Got a good angle.
Green. Aegis combat assist. Systems green.
Ram 'em.
Contact.
Boom.
Nice. Reloading.
Bad at Glen Lake.
Oh yeah.
I think we made him a little upset. He's just gonna rear strafe us now, though. That's the problem. Oh no! Change target.
You know what? Can you fly better with no engines?
It's a more aerodynamic. Not that it matters these days. He's looking at. I can't. They're all heading to focus on Shadow Kingsman and a couple others. Oh, they're going nav mode. We're gonna chase.
FQ is still the target.
Torps on the field.
They got torps they're launching towards.
Multiples.
Probably still got his laser.
Brawley's out of ammo. Tamaki's out, Brawley's out of ammo. Brawley's ship is not moving, he might be totally out. They're heading into nav mode again. Or no, they're not. Are any of them damaged to a reasonable extent?
I don't think so.
Hey, Doug. Welcome in, welcome in. We are kind of on our last legs here, it seems like. But it's been a good battle so far. How are you doing?
We do have 2 engines left, it's just that means we can't get anywhere very quick.
Contact. Shields under fire.
Got him. Almost.
Almost. Pretty good. There we go. Now our attention's back on us. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We are last surviving, guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Last
Nope.
stand.
He didn't want it. Here we go. Here we go. No. Here we go. Here we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Let's see if we can make it. There we go.
You will feel us. You will feel us. There we go. Hell yeah.
Point blank shots on his laser.
I lost my. He got a good direction again. Let's try up for us. See if we can get him again.
Reload.
Come on. 38% distorted.
Contact.
43%.
Shields under fire.
Well, I'm out of ammo on the turrets.
There should be some turrets on the bottom of the ship if you go down towards the Argo cargo. They're all ballistics.
Getting distortion damage.
Yeah, like 64%.
I'm still in it. Oh, I was.
Oh,
Nope.
we just blew up.
Well,
Okay.
well done. Well done.
Must have been a successful torp.
That was fun.
Yes, sir. A little planned fleet battle against Shadow Moses. We were the last ship alive, so they
We did give him.
defeated us, but
We
it was
we just gave.
it was
we
fun,
did give him
and
a
I
good
think
pounding, though. You got
we learned things. So
It was
ultimately,
fun.
that was
I thought we did well.
the goals for sure.
It was fun, though. They disabled my Idris's laser in the first opening minute of the battle.
Yeah, and the big front gun too. Yeah.
At least yours worked.
Well, they
Mine
might have
didn't start
disabled yours,
working.
too. Yeah.
No, mine didn't work before we engaged. Then halfway through, it started working, and then it stopped again.
Yeah, our Idris
Are
was
we-
weird.
Are we still boarding them still?
Nah.
Yeah, no.
No.
No, what?
This is like a 30-minute flight, if that. And they can jump in.
So we lost all forward thrusters partway through, and it took us a while to actually figure that out. So at the end of the fight, we were literally just backing into people, or trying to back into the fight. So we do a pass, flip over, come back. Tried some torps, didn't work out. All the torps went really wide of every possible shot. Like some of them wouldn't even track properly.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your
think we
insurance
lost
claim
all our
please visit
engines.
us again. Welcome to the
Got it,
ASOP
we need to
vehicle
ride back to
retrieval
Stanton.
system.
No, sir, I'm good.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Please.
I know the
Going back to
right. Got the white Baylor.
Wookiee, but I'm at Stanton.
Honestly, I'm digging it. These I just picked it up the other day because I
I'll be
They're
going
was
asking
back.
us
missing
if we
some
would like.
armor
Shadow
pieces.
Moses was asking us if we would like to go in post battle chat.
But at the station, it's the only
I'd
white
like to pick up
helmet
if
that they had, so
Don't want to be nice.
I picked it up. But I've been
Are you meaning
I actually
a
like it. I like it.
a debrief or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Debrief.
Even if it's just a couple of us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I
It
don't
is
think
in
everybody
the section.
needs to be
I'll
there.
post the link here. Hold on.
Just send it to a couple of us. We don't all need to go.
Well, that's fun. I'm gonna drop, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Alright,
That's
take you
fair.
later.
That's fair. It's
All right, later.
I've only worn it a few
I'm
times.
still
but
flying towards them.
I do. It's got that ODST vibe, you
I'm
know.
still here.
Razor, are you at Obituary?
Yeah, I am.
I don't see your marker.
Oh, I'm near the hangars.
Anybody in
I'm coming to you. I'm
able
coming to
spawn a
you.
ship?
I see you.
Oh, okay.
Did you say
Oh,
we're
I see.
meeting in reception? I see.
All right.
Yeah, they
I
said they were
will
going to be in reception.
see you guys later. Thank you
Up over
all
there.
for coming. If I don't see you after, good job. we distorted one of their ships, and that helped us a lot. But
Which
we'll
one
see how
did
this
we
goes.
distort?
One of their Polarises we took down right off the bat.
Nice.
In the,
Nice.
in the
Nice,
beginning?
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
At least it wasn't a virgin defeat. We actually took one of them with us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't take one with us. We just distorted it. They were
Yeah,
back.
You know what I
they
mean.
didn't die. Yeah.
We slowed them down.
It's like a little pinch in the arm.
Well, we didn't get rolled over.
Still trying to fly towards them.
Kind of did.
I mean, it was a shutout, 4-0. Yeah.
But that's
Well, we
okay.
kind of
These
knew
guys,
that was gonna happen.
yeah, these
The
guys are
glass
literally
is
some.
still half full. The glass is still half full.
These guys are some of the best in the game. So
Yeah.
there's no like you can't be like upset because you lost to the Yankees in your minor league team. you
Yeah.
know?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah, I had fun, so that's all that mattered, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
It's good practice.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, at least we gave him a bloodied nose.
Said it stopped working and then began working again partially through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Howdy there, Shadow Moses. Good to see you, Durgan.
Hello, you as well.
It's a good fight, gentlemen.
Great fight. So, long, these battles are freaking long.
Yeah.
It was good though. It was good.
Yeah, it's like nail biting all the way.
And you wanted to bring the Conquerors?
Conquerors would have got their engines out straight away.
I think so.
Well, the
I think
Conquerors
so.
would have been out of ammo in the first minute.
Yeah,
This
but
is
they would
definitely an
they would
endurance
have
fight.
killed their
Yeah.
engines straight
Yeah.
away, and then you just switched to their turret.
Actually,
Is
the
anyone else
same
coming or? Oh, sorry.
the
Good.
same hit that took the laser out also took out our Conquerors because we had that on the foe hammer.
Really?
I knew I saw
We-
one of those
yeah.
turrets.
You know, that makes me wonder if it was a fuse issue.
Oh.
That could have been. Yeah, that could have been.
Because
Yeah, so maybe you did repair, but yeah.
So I got a question for you guys. At one point we distorted your Idris, but it almost immediately came back online again. Was there like a trick behind it, or we just didn't distort it all the way to 0%?
I can only speak for the foe hammer. Foe hammer was not at any point distorted beyond
Welcome
70%.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Okay.
Even at the end,
Yeah.
we blew up before we were 68% distorted by the time we blew up.
Huh. Okay.
Today's visitors are
And then
taking
previously you
pictures
guys
of
had
the
distorted us and it was about 70-ish% before you guys shifted targets.
That's really interesting. 'Cause I wonder if maybe we're just hitting from too far away. We need to get in closer because, like, we know it's possible for that distortion to go all the way, and then it'll shut you down for like 20 minutes. But it seems like maybe we weren't applying it fast enough at that, like, high end of the spectrum.
But do we have anyone from the other Idris? Because maybe it was the other Idris that we distorted.
I don't see Brawley in here. I don't think he's in here. We were having
We
comms
sent him
problems
an invite,
too.
but,
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. What were you using for comms?
We had a guy. The other Idris was trying to get in the SRS here at the last minute, but it just wasn't working.
No. People keep bringing up SRS like it's some magical solution. I just don't think it's that good.
It's
I
pretty,
think
pretty clumsy. Yeah.
I think it's a Gen Z thing.
Yeah, probably.
Back
Why
in
can't we go
my
back to
days,
Ventrilo?
TeamSpeak 2.
Yeah.
Yep, TeamSpeak is where it's at.
But yeah, so the beam going down thing, like, that sounds like it very well could have been a fuse, but, and we figured y'all knew this too, but like, you can hit that thing from outside the shields anyway. It's the bottom of it is exposed pretty hard, so like that was our strategy once we actually got in close, is to take that out. Yeah, once that was gone, like y'all pressured our Polaris is pretty good. Like we had him like having to kind of get some distance / rotate a little bit and try and use their shield faces. We had a few of our guys note that it seemed like your ships weren't really doing that so much, but that just probably comes down to experience and your capital pilots like learning a little bit of it. So, anything you all saw or want to talk about?
Yeah, we got a little distracted on trying to focus fire there, and we were losing that throughout the course of the battle. But no, it was fun.
So one thing I did notice,
Did some of your guys end up going to the road turrets on the bridge, or did you have some of your size 5 turrets equipped with ballistics?
We had some size 5s equipped to the
Okay.
ballistics. Yeah. Yep. It was a mix between attritions.
Yeah,
and
that is Durgan. Yeah,
80v5s.
he's
Okay.
he's one of
The
the
idea
key
being
guys
that
over at Shadow Moses
we're trying
and
to
some
do
of the
some
old
burst damage,
RDP like Merkel
and then kind of switch
Founding
between
Merchantman.
more
They're all
longer
in
and
here.
like endurance fighting with the attritions, meaning we had enough attritions to send people to once we ran out of ammo.
Okay. I do think the like sticking to a target and seeing it all the way through was kind of a weakness. I feel like we could have probably closed the battle out sooner if we had actually done that. But it's it's all of us are chasing squirrels in this right now because we're all noticing things in different angles and like big group capital battles are just they're new, so it takes a long time to get situated in that. But something to learn from it.
We did that fairly well early on with Temeki, I believe was what his name was. But
Yep.
Tamaki.
Yep. You got me good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we left one of our Polarises behind, but we got back to it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was focusing fire on I was focusing fire on one of them, and I think I was doing pretty good. And then there was a collision. I got spun around.
Oh,
and
you hit a rock.
You hit an asteroid.
I remember that.
You hit a big ass asteroid.
Yeah, after I spun around, it took me so long to get back on target that you guys had me dead in the water.
It's hard to keep track of like everything that's going on around you too, because it's so clumsy just to do a simple thing like look around and see where contacts are.
Yeah.
You have to tab scan to get contacts to show up properly. Like the game UI does not help us out at all in this, so it's really hard to keep a good active situational awareness of what's around you. And so like you said, yeah, a couple times we looked and like one of our Polarises was just off in Africa somewhere. Hey, we should probably think about regrouping. Hammers, you okay out there?
Well, that was me. I was on the faux hammer, keeping pressure on it. I was keeping that one out of the fight.
And then imagine when you add the proper amount of fighters and support ships into a battle like that. Like this was just 4 on 4, right? Like
yeah.
It's hard enough to keep track of what's going on and where everybody is at the moment.
Was anybody successfully landing torps? I saw what looked like a few splashed by PDCs.
I think we
no
mostly
one
have
really
locking issues with that. Like we have issues a lot of times where it just says that the target's too far or too close or something like that when it's not. And I know it's a known issue, but like we basically didn't get to play torpedoes at all this entire round. So
and the few that we did. And the few that we did a dumbfire just got splashed by PDCs anyway, so it's just, okay, what the point is.
Yeah, torps are not where it's at right now, unfortunately. Y'all did very well, actually, on the last Polaris we were chasing down. Like, you had the right strategy for it. I remember you were targeting the Idris that Magos and I were on, and, like, you sent a torpedo every once in a while, but then, like, I tried to go to nav to close the distance, and that right away, one got fired. I knew y'all were waiting for me to try and do that to get close.
So our problem was that we only had reverse thrusters.
Yes.
Yep. So we
that
could
was the
only
point.
run away.
We left one accidentally, so.
We could only run away, so we actually took us like 5 minutes just to figure out that we only had reverse left. So we were at that point like 30 kilometers away. So we had to return to battle.
It's a very strange situation. That you knock it out and like you still have reverse thrust because you've got retros that are like built into the main ship, I guess. But like
Yeah, they're
don't make
built
that
in
very
up
clear
near
until it
Minnows.
happens.
Yep. So we had some fun trying to get back into battle. And at that point, it was like, well, let's torp them. We got nothing else to do.
We got nothing else. Like, Hail Mary!
By the way, you should know, more than one of guys on our side said, well, this Polaris, that Idris pilot knows what he's doing. That was some good piloting.
One of them was a very good defensive flyer, but yeah, the numbers at that point, it was overwhelming.
Yep.
I think it was faux hammer.
Thank you.
The faux hammer was doing a good job piloting. I was doing everything I could to keep on target with that one.
Yeah, given he only had 2 small thrusters left, yeah, so he flew very well.
You guys are inflating my ego, thank you.
That 4 guys, I sucked.
All right, Alright, well I got a call towards the end of
Welcome
that I need
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval. Your
anybody got any
insurance
last
claim
things
has
for
please
discussion?
visit us again.
We should do this again.
Yeah.
I would just like to thank Durgan for putting
Yeah,
all
thanks
this
for
together with me, and I hope that we get to do this again at some point. Hell of a fight, hell of a good time. I need
definitely.
more carpal tunnel medical care, so I'm going to have to. Being a turret gunner in these fights is really eye-opening. It was a lot of fun, man. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, good fight, guys. Always a pleasure to work with Durgan and crew, and nice to get to interact with Shadow Moses. Thanks, guys, and yeah, we'll definitely be interested in doing this again, and it's good practice and good just opportunity to do something we don't all just kind of dynamic playing the verse doesn't really allow for or happen very often. So yeah.
You take this against your run-of-the-mill out in the PU encounters, and like whatever else out there has no chance.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, we came up against it was a Brazilian org this past Sunday. They came in with 2 Idrises and 2 Polarises. Well, we only had 2 Idrises on field, and we whooped them.
The next fight, it was 3 Idris versus our 2.
Yeah, there's very important positional combat stuff involved in the capital game right now, and I'm so glad that they made the changes to torpedoes that they did, because it was funny and it was a little fun, but it was honestly dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
To just go up
It was.
kill other capitals and dumbfire torpedoes right in their face, like it's stupid.
It completely defeats the purpose of engineering if you can just launch torps.
Yeah.
Ram and dumbfire was so fun.
It was fun, but it got bored really quickly.
We're actually having to man guns, we're having to shoot, and we're having to like fight for position to get the right angles and things that we need, and then counter position to present the shield bases and the protected zones that we need to as well. So there's a lot involved in these fights, especially when you get a lot of ships involved. All right, I'm gonna retire to the lower channels here. GG's guys.
GG's guys.
GG's guys.
Good one.
GG's.
Don't take care.
See you next time.
Have a good one, guys.
Let's do it. We'll do a quick brief of our own here.
Have a good one.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
This is the way.
Hey, Vinko.
Hey, guys.
away. Hey, guys.
Boy.
So, how'd it go with the debrief?
They said I'm a good pilot.
Yeah.
Good.
About the only person's ego that got inflated was Wookiees, but
Well,
good
I
enough.
mean, we lasted decent.
According to some Brazilian org they encountered, we did great. So.
Okay.
Did a Polaris ever actually get distorted? Because on our screen it did not get distorted.
Well, they were saying that they thought they were distorting us, and in some cases we were not distorted as well, because they thought they had distorted the foe hammer, and I never got beyond 70%.
Yeah, there was something funky going on with that, because I'm being told that we distorted a Polaris, but the Polaris we were on, which I'm guessing the Polaris Tamaki ship was on, was the only one that had a chance of being distorted. Never was distorted. It was shooting at us the entire time. We also had no torps. Torps were broken, and I should have communicated that. I failed to communicate that.
No, you told me, but you didn't tell the.
We should have told
larger
everyone
group.
else.
Yeah, apparently I hit an asteroid. That's what we hit when we spun around.
Yeah. That's why they were holding into the thing. They wanted to keep the asteroids as a threat for us.
Yeah, which worked. I slammed right into one. I didn't get any compliments on my flying, so.
I complimented it. You stuck to the target like glue, man. We were on our target the entire time until it was too late.
I just mean from them. They complimented Wookiee.
Oh.
Do we know why Brawley went full ballistics?
He had
They're
made
like
a
a
comment early on that he was trying to equip the attritions, but they were not staying on the ship.
Yeah, we're always having some issues outfitting it, so I think
that should have been communicated way earlier. The problem with ballistics is you can't even kill one Idris with all of the bullets.
Please visit.
Like, it won't do enough damage. So,
Not only did he have that issue, but his front laser was not working in the beginning of the battle.
what?
Yeah, so he was.
Did they break it, or did they?
No, we came out of Quantum, and before we even were engaged, it didn't work.
To the ASOP
I'm curious if Raleigh was sitting in the correct seat.
He
No,
didn't move. He
said
didn't
it
move.
came on later and it worked.
Yeah, it
Okay.
randomly started working a little while later.
I think it was a
Yeah.
server issue for a lot of us. Like, initially, I wasn't able to shoot the main cannon because I went into scanning mode, and I had to designate a key specifically to get back out of scanning mode.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the old bug.
Yeah, so that was cool. And like the torps wouldn't cycle on Cal's Polaris, so every time we fired a torp, I had to go back with the tractor beam, lift one up, and then put it back in, and then go back to the terminal.
Yeah, the pulling a torp thing didn't even work for us. We just couldn't get him to work.
I should have clipped when we distorted that, because now I'm like questioning myself. But I swear to God, we had distorted one of their Polarises.
They said we did.
Okay.
Because they shouldn't have been able to get it back up.
Unless they have a way around that.
Well, they asked us the same thing. They're like, "Did we distort you, and did you guys just get it going right away?" So it sounds like maybe it's more of a perception of. From our side, it looks like they're distorted, but their side, they're not.
I don't know. If we could have had all working ships there, maybe we would have had more of a shot. Because like, if we would have been able to see and confirm that they were distorted, right? Then Tamaki's ship, because they were focusing hard on Cal for a moment there. They had 3 ships all on Cal, and then if we could have focused in that split moment, torque into their rear section, we could have taken out one of their Polarises. I found it was really interesting that they were also trying to do distortion. I did not anticipate that. Really surprised that they had those strapped up too.
We did guns. You might as well put a secondary tactic or whatever on some of them.
How many members did they have?
I didn't count when we were in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked about equal.
Yeah.
Just length of the list wise, but.
Oh, well then
I mean, we were a little short.
It definitely wasn't just their support division. If they had 20, because their org is only 90 people.
Well, yeah. They do have like 2,000 in their Discord, so.
Right.
They have
actual.
Yeah.
Actual members.
Yeah.
They won't even let like Captain Burks in and some of those like more popular streamers.
I think we did really well. I think it's considered very proud of our efforts. They seem to enjoy it, so we'll be looking forward to hopefully more and different variations
Welcome
of
to the
what we did.
ASOP vehicle retrieval
2
system.
FPS
Really
on
good
that
to
next
get us
time.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
That's
location.
where we can shine.
Well, I
So,
think
like,
what we
that's
need to
great
do is
experience. Their capital ship battle. We've done it now. We've sat through it. We've done, we've seen it all. So now we can only get better.
if we could do more training and actually have people attend it, then we'd be going into it better.
We have a lot of people that have like wives and children. They're not dedicated to
Sorry,
this
guys.
game.
No, I get it.
When Wookie said, "Oh, I'm low on life points tonight," I was like, "Get it." That's me.
I was with you. I was banking life points in that hour that it took me to get on too.
So
I'm heading to Texas in a few days to Waco, and she's made it really clear that if I prioritize a couple games over spending time with her, I'm gonna be in trouble. I can do afternoons like this, but evenings are a lot harder.
Yeah, so doing trainings and stuff like that, it's like a large commitment, and it's just like, I don't know, it's not that fun to train. Personally, in my opinion.
I know. I know, but you know, they did a lot of testing. It seemed like
Oh
they did a
yeah,
lot of
I mean,
training.
it's
And-
Shadow Moses. They knew all of it. I wouldn't put it past them to know a way to restart restoration. Maybe it's something like going back and touching the power plant with your tractor beam or something. I don't know.
Physical eyes, so that's not it.
Isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. They worked magic because that thing was back faster than 5 minutes, I think. And when we did it in Arena Commander, it was down for like over 5 minutes. So who knows? It's the PU versus the PTU, or PU versus AC.
Welcome to the
never know
ASOP
what you're gonna get
vehicle
here.
retrieval system.
It would have been nice to test it in
Your vehicle has been
the
delivered.
PU, but I know that's hard.
I mean, I think comparing yourselves to them though is kind of a dangerous thing to do. All of their members are very, very, very dedicated.
Yeah. I think there's it's not we don't need to compare. I think we look at, I mean, the main thing was what things do we learn? We get more experience. We get to actually see what a true battle like that kind of looks like, right? Like that's the purpose here.
That we got in Bible was
Yeah.
plenty.
And I know that we know somebody over there, we have a contact over there, but that was not immediately apparent from the first contact. Like, they came to us not knowing that we knew people over there. So we were on their radar, you know, for them looking for scrims and looking for potential.
Did they
scrim
mention
partners.
how we got on their radar?
Well, we've been on their radar for a long time because of Bergen. But the person who contacted me was part of a team that was sent out to find scrim partners. They didn't know that we knew Durgan. When he said it was Durgan that was leading the team, I just about fell off my chair laughing. Because we've known Durgan forever.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if it was something me and Draken caused at Hathor or something. We got a lot of mischief over there.
Could be, yeah. It could just be, you know, somebody who's they recognized us, whatever the case may be. But you know, this was pretty legit. It just happened to be that Durgan was a big part of the equation. He's really easy to work with, so he made everything a lot smoother for us.
Looked like Banu was over there too. I wonder if there's
Yeah,
other
the Banu,
Red Dragon guys
Mercherman,
over
and
there.
Merkel were all former RDP guys. So we've done events and things with them in the past.
I don't know about you, but I'm super proud. I'm doing the happy dance, even though I'm trying to sleep.
I mean, now that we know that we can do it, it might be beneficial to
Welcome to the
contact
ASOP vehicle
other
retrieval
orgs
system.
and ask them if they
Your
would like to do
vehicle
it
has
with
been
us.
delivered to the follow. Please visit us again.
Precisely, so. We held our own against one of the most well-known orgs in the game. That's kind of the takeaway that I'm watching. We didn't necessarily win, but we took the fight to them. They were really happy with with the challenge that we gave them, and couldn't ask for anything better. Where we go from here is kind of up to us.
Should ask him for a PvP fight. First person shooter. Yes.
I was gonna say.
Well, next time
yes, FPS maybe. Yeah.
FPS might be able to handle one.
No Durgan and Banu and Merkel. Well, maybe I know at least Durgan and Banu can swap me in an actual 1v1,
But it's never going to hurt us to punch up.
Yep.
And so I'm really happy about the whole and the potential that we have in the future for variants of this kind of thing. You know, doing shipboarding or doing you know, whatever comes along.
We should have stipulated that we needed to have a cutter aboard each ship, so that when they do get distorted, we can launch that on board.
That's for the next time. 100%. Yeah. We're saying 4 caps and a cutter. 4
just one.
Not comparing to them, what I'm pulling away from this, we need practice, because I think this was basically the first time we've done cap ship PvP, like real cap ship PvP. So we had 2 weeks. We should have tried to get it at least once. My comms were falling apart. It was a lot of quiet. We definitely need to work on comms. At the very beginning, one of the Polarises that everyone was targeting got left behind while the other 3 were moving into flank position. And I think that was kind of the moment I realized, oh yeah, we got to work on comms, because that was like, okay, we're not saying anything.
I'm not sure that SRS
yeah.
It's just that comms discipline for people that aren't passing anything.
SRS has a very specific function, and that's just to connect 5 different sources or 6 different sources. It's not the be-all and end-all of comms, right? It's just to help things work a little bit better, so that on the ship you've got 8 people or 9 people or 5 people instead of a Discord channel full of 100 people.
I mean, I think it'll make more sense once engineering hits the game, because there's going to be a lot more communication that has to get done to manage all of that stuff. But right now, turret gunners really don't need to chat all that much.
Well, it's not meant for us. It's meant for the bridge crew. Right? That's what SRS is for. It's not meant for everybody. I mean, the whole point of having SRS is to minimize the number of chats.
I think the communication would have been better if we had a few more people able to communicate the situation concisely, because I think some people were struggling to communicate in the SRS comms.
Yeah, I never once heard Brawley.
I don't think he.
I don't even know
if
I don't even know if I was connected. I was transmitting, and Draken said he could hear me, but then I couldn't hear anybody else.
I couldn't hear you talking.
So that's something that we need to put on our list for something like this. You know, ahead of time. A couple things. One, pre-position yourself to the designated RV. Don't still be in Stanton, you know, trying to move over. Get over there. Another thing is, you know, ahead of the time, you know, before we go into battle, are comms working? Comm check all potential comm methods. Yeah. If it's not working, fix it. That way comms are good. Yeah, we were throwing comms at who's my dude?
Brawley.
Yeah, we were throwing it at him with like 2 minutes before we're supposed to be jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about it until.
To the ASOP vehicle, your vehicle has.
No problem.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, it might be beneficial for us to create a checklist before we go into these like large group orgs to make sure that every like group leader has pieces of a checklist and just try to be more organized.
Yeah, and you know, it's these big group things we, you know, back in the day we did more often, and so we were a little bit just more practiced. Like, you know, we don't run these things as often, right? We don't have things where we need SRS as often, and so part of it is just remembering the things that we need to do to set up beforehand. And
well, it's either SRS or Gilded, and you know how that goes.
Well, it's not so much like the platform, it's more of just the procedure of making sure it works for people. And I mean, there's always bugs. We encountered enough Star Citizen bugs that the more that we can make the things outside of Star Citizen work smoothly, the easier life becomes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, SRS is meant to be intership communications, and it's usually only 1 or 2 people a pop per ship, right? And everybody else talks in Discord for, you know, on their ship. It's not meant to, SRS is not meant to have 100,000 people on it. Otherwise, you're defeating the purpose of having a secondary communication platform. And that's the whole point of it, is to keep ship comms to a bare minimum. And that's what SRS is for the ship commanders, more or less. It's not for everybody.
The real solution is the real solution is getting people to have comms discipline. If we run events often enough, people will pick it up, and the people who don't will get shut up.
Yeah, but even comms discipline kind of falls apart when you've got 40 people in the channel. There's only so much comms do for you. And that's what we've discovered is, at least for our purposes, we needed a secondary, and when it's worked for us, it's worked really.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna go raid over to Atmo Esports and their Gravity Rush race. Great battle today. Always a pleasure to work with other groups, and yeah, thanks for joining us today. Have a good one.